Nurse, I'ma get 'em more. Living life for the next drop. Nurse, I'ma get 'em more. Living life for the next drop.
Alright, hello yet again everyone. We are going, well, shortly going live with the second map of this best of two Hellraisers versus Penta, I guess. But it says Mouse Sports on my screen, just take a look at that, guys. Well, it definitely is not Mouse Sports, it is Penta, and Penta won the first map against Hellraisers, so looking great for them. In the overtime it was 19-15, so it was, yeah, pretty close, but it was great to watch, and was, yeah, a good one for Penta, definitely. Now let's take a look at the standings right now. You can see that Penta only have 2 points, and this is their own map of choice, so if they take it, they will secure themselves a spot in the playoffs, unless, well, Mousesports or Titan win their upcoming match and take that spot away. So it would require a tie between Mousesports and Titan to let Penta go into the playoffs. Well, it definitely is possible. What do you think about it, Vendetta?
Definitely possible, but, you know, they kind of have to start off by getting a win here, I mean, but they put themselves in a really good position to do so, going into their own map pick with a win, or with a 1-0 map lead. It's obviously a very good start.
Yeah, obviously a very good start, and yeah, just waiting for the warm-up to go away, as we have Bot John and Bot Brad in the game still. So we are waiting for Penta, aka from now on Mouse Sports, to get into the game. I hope that it gets fixed.
I mean, to be fair, there are quite a few ex-Mouse Sports members in the Penta team.
Definitely.
So, I mean, actually, I think it's pretty much only Crystal who hasn't been in Mouse Sports at some point in their CS career.
Yeah, I think so too. It definitely is Crystal, if we are talking about a guy that's been here for the most time. I don't know about Mouse Sports, but, well, there we go. The knife round will be going live in just a second, so let me turn up the in-game volume and let's get into it. Guys, I hope you are ready. Cash, the second map of the best of two Hellraisers versus Penta. And we are aware that there is a mistake in the scoreboard, but hopefully it gets fixed as soon as possible. So now it was 19-15. Of course, well, statistically, looking at it statistically, Penta now have huge chances of taking this map and getting this 2-0. But of course, they will have to work their way towards it. Still, they win the knife round, which is a great thing, and they pick the CT side. So what do you think about it? How will it go?
I'm actually very hopeful on Penta's behalf going into this map. Whenever I've seen them play Cash, they've done it very well. They really play as a team on this map, which is really fun to watch. They're the team that first started using the run boosts on that.
Rest in peace. I think we lost Vendetta for a second right there. But yeah, actually we didn't introduce ourselves walking into the second map. My name is Nero Integrate, and alongside with me should be Vendetta. Actually, I don't know if he's having some issues or is it me having some issues, but I cannot really hear a lot from him. Yeah, he dropped out of the TeamSpeak, so we'll be waiting for him to get back. In the meantime, Hellraisers get that site without losing a single man, only lost a little bit of health, and the bomb is already planted, so the time is running out on Penta. Let's see if they will be able to get back to it. Adren with an entry frag. It's looking very, very bad for Penta. And pistol, a great nade from Mao to deal a lot of damage, and then adds a headshot. Tabson with the only frag for the CTs, and Hellraisers 1-0. What a beautiful pistol round. So yeah, after all, some bigger problems coming out of Vendetta, and I'll let people from CounterPit production crew know that we have a mistake right there in the relay. It's not Mouse Sports, it is Penta playing. And in the meantime, Mao gets an entry frag in the middle. However, Stavros with an answer. That's a good headshot, and they might be able to pick up a weapon shortly after. Oh, now Dosha with a huge one on Crystal on bomb site A. This bomb site is already taken, but they have one more guy to deal with, and that was Crispy. He's already dead, and that's what I was talking about. Strux helps himself towards that MP7, but what now? In a 104, he cannot really do too much, but let's take a look at him. Dosha is walking right towards him. Actually, only had 35 points of health, but still did manage to take that frag. Did not go down. And there we go. 2-0 in favor of Hellraisers. Alright, just got info from Vendetta that his power ran out. And he'll be getting back very shortly. So, yeah, I won't be alone here for too long. Actually, an interesting thing, when you are solo casting, it's not so weird to solo cast, but when you are duo casting and your co-caster drops out, it's just so awkward. So silent and alone here. Lonely, I'm sorry. Alright, so there we go. 2-0 in favor of Hellraisers, and they have a huge more economical advantage right now, as there's only pistols, only USPs in the hands of Mouse Sports. Now it goes down to 400, I'm sorry, equipment value. Now 200, the last man standing is Crystal. He'll be looking for a frag on Kucha, might be able to get it, and actually finds that headshot. Beautifully played. He might be able to save up the AK. That will be very useful for Penta in the upcoming rounds if he only manages to survive. It will be definitely very hard, because everyone from Hellraisers know where he is. There comes Mao. Well, still manages to secure the frag on Dosha before going down, but then has to finally step down. And there we go, 3-0 in favor of Hellraisers. Let's see what Mouse Sports can do in the first gun round. Do they buy up at AWP here? Crystal definitely has the money, and he goes for it. So let's see if he can get some initial pick in the middle. That's where he's headed towards, at least.
And there we go.
And there we go. Vendetta is back.
Slight power outage here. It should be sorted out now.
Yeah, but glad that it did not take you too long. I already pointed it out to the viewers that when you're duo casting and your co-caster drops out, it's so weird and lonely.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, solo casts are the most weird things ever. Like, because you become so aware that you're all by yourself and alone in a room talking just to nobody you can see. It's a really weird experience. But yeah, I can see that Hellers just picked up the pistol and the two following anti-ecos, so something has been starting off right for them, at least on this map.
Yeah, and my brain is being messed with right now because it still says Mouse Sports right there, and I'm quite sure I'll make that mistake a couple times while casting. But guys, remember, it is Penta Sports, not Mouse Sports, on the CT side right now.
So Hellers is setting up for a fake here. Yeah, Hellers is just setting up for an A-Fear here, and they're not really sold on it. Angel hasn't really gotten that much done, and, well, with both of them getting picked off this early, it's not going to have any impact on the defense for the Germans at all. Yeah,
Dosha down to 14 points of health. On top of that, I already wanted to point it out very early in the round, but he's actually one of the two men to survive until the end. However, then Tabson to quickly finish it off. So Penta with the first round in this map number 2. They lost the pistol, and Hellraisers were able to win the anti-ecos, but now when Penta have the weapons in their hands, they are trying to claw it back.
Yeah, and for a fake like that to work for Hellraisers, Angel needs to get something done. Whether or not just like make himself not necessarily kill someone, but actually put significant damage onto one of the guys defending A.
And there we go, Adren with one entry, and he's looking for more, but Crystal to just shot him down. Angel bursts down to 64 points of health, walking on top of that molly. and Mao to plant the bomb. That's at least something for Hellraisers, but it looks like Penta are here to stay. They won the previous one, and they want this one. They want to make Hellraisers eco. And well, Mao now the last man standing in a 1-on-3. The molly to force him out of the comfortable spot. 2 more guys to go, but he's just gonna go down to Strux, and the bomb will get defused by Crystal when the fire runs out. Actually, it got a little bit tight by the ending of it, but still, Strux will be able to get the defuse. 3-2.
Yeah, and well, Penta still have enough money to go around, so they're going to be able to buy up fully without any issue at all. Hellraisers on their end, a bit more flustered for cash, so they're going to have to eco this summer, and even though Mo is sitting at a significant slump of money, they're actually going to invest into armor as well with the Tech 9, so they might be actually able to get something done here, but Penta stacking up with 3 people towards that A-bomb site.
Oh, a very aggressive push to find all the frags right there. Finally taps and drops, but that is not enough. However, Adren securing the second frag puts them in actually a very good spot. Mao will also be able to pick up a weapon, and it's a 2-on-3. It's definitely a winnable situation, but Adren is cut off around that corner, boosted himself up towards boxes, but now Mao has to come in with some help from the middle, but Crystal already knows what's going on. That's it. And Adren, what do you do now? Oh, he runs out, might get the frag and Strux, but not really, doesn't even manage to pull the trigger.
So I guess the sneak attack that Hellraisers had planned for A with the pop flash just didn't quite work out, with Hellraisers, or I mean Penta having their own idea of what they wanted to do with the aggressive push into A main. So nicely played by Penta, even though they lose a couple of players, still worth it given the investment from Hellraisers. And now this is a big round, because this is where Penta can actually create some space between them and Hellraisers.
Okay, there we go. Angel might catch Stavros. I don't think he spotted him, but still goes for the frag and manages to take it. That's the 5-on-4, I'm sorry. And Hellraisers, now is the time to once again start picking up rounds. This Penta managed to even things out. Adren now deep in the checkers.
This is pretty cool from Penta though. They've boosted up through, so Tabson is going to spot up the bomb, and all of a sudden whatever happened at A is completely irrelevant.
Tabson with 1 frag, Strux with another, and it looked so good for Hellraisers, but Mouseboards with a nice turnaround. In this round, Crispy now to try and fight it out with Kucha. He's actually gonna win it, even though he was not aiming at the right spot. At first, Angel and Dosha, 2 last men standing for Hellraisers. One of them manages to find a frag, but then Strux with a surprise kill. And as you said, they gained control of the bomb, and they will definitely not bring it back. Angel 1v3 right now, and very far away from winning it.
Yeah, there's no way he's actually going to get to that bomb and have the time to plant it. And he's actually just going to go down to Strux as well. So that move from Penta mid-round, boosting up on the boost boxes in mid and getting control there, really saved the round for them. Tabson almost went towards A main, which would have been perfectly fine. He would have been able to catch out Angel, and that would alleviate pressure towards A, but finding the bomb obviously way better, and especially with it being dropped in that kind of middle room between the garage area and towards B, just gives them so much control to work with.
Well, Strux boosted up into the vents, does not spot anyone in the boost spot of the T side, because no one just goes there. Everyone goes straight for A main, and that's an interesting push to come out from Hellraisers. Can they get some entries? Can they get the bomb plants? Oh, Mao gets picked off Tabson actually with a double kill with 1 shot, 2 headshots. And Kucha with only 1 frag. Tabson got picked off from Electric, but that's it. 5-3 in favor of Penta.
Yeah, so they finally got that distance that they wanted, and now they're going to have to fight up against Mao with that AWP, which is finally gathered up. But, you know, on this 2, I think Crystal, for the most part, got the better of the, better end of the deal when going up against Mo. So he's going to have to step up if he wants to have an impact for Hellraisers.
Yeah, Mo tried to go for an initial play right there, but just walked right into the molly, lost a lot of health, didn't find anyone. And Crystal, there goes with an entry. So here's your point proved. Crystal definitely doing much better than Mao overall on the first map, and now he's trying to do the same thing on cash. It's a 5 and 4 in favor of Penta, and Hellraisers, they have to regroup and rethink their plan for this round. Tabson right around the corner, he's gonna get 2 yet again. In the previous round, 2 with 1 shot. This time had to spray a little bit longer, but still got 2 frags and already did his part of the job. Crystal kills Mao right now, and Kucher is the last man standing up against 4. Picks up the AWP, so let's see what he can do with this. Who was the top fragger for the team on Dust 2? Can he clutch this round?
If Penta plays this as they should, there shouldn't be a possibility for Kucher to actually do anything. Instruction's going to find him from the back. And what's really cool to see is the fact that Penta have so many different CT setups as to what they want to do. That's the first time they bring Crystal over with the op there to peek, but they've a couple of times brought 3 people over towards B initially to have, for instance, Struxy getting boosted up into the vents and hold mid from that area. And sometimes they just leave A completely. Like, they don't even bother about it. They feel so confident in their retakes that they, don't feel it's necessary to actually hold it from the start. And then they have this setup, which we saw versus the Eco.
Again, yeah, they push out once against the Eco, and did work out to some extent. It was not perfect because they lost both people. This time both of them survived, and they got 1 entry frag. Angel is down to 15 points of health. Tapson and Stav, they also lose a lot, but they are still alive, and that's a psychological advantage for Penta, of course. Stavros with yet another frag, and well, the nades are looking for that frag on Stavy, but they're not able to find it just yet. Adren finally to put him out of his misery. It's still a man advantage for Penta. Not anymore though. And Tapson is down to 19 points of health. It's looking dangerous for Penta all of a sudden, but Crystal to bring it back to work. And yeah, there goes Tapson, crosses the smoke and surprises Doshi completely.
So Penta making it work, and as I said, yeah, even though they got the initial frag onto Hellraisers in A main there, they took an insane amount of damage on 2 players. So that could have very easily gone the wrong way with a couple of nades from Hellraisers, but they make it work, survive with 2 people in the end, and they've created quite a nice cushion for themselves.
Yeah, so there we go. 7-3 in favor of Penta. 19-15 on Dust 2. They managed to take the first map, the map of choice for Hellraisers. And now they're doing so well on their own map of choice, Cash. Usually, I think 9-6 on this map. It can still go both ways, but definitely Penta putting up a great show.
Oh yeah, now Penta are definitely looking strong right now, especially with Hellraisers being on an eco here. Should bode well for Penta, but ooh, Stavros actually botches all of his shots with that M4 and allows Hellraisers to get onto the bomb site.
And Crystal, after getting 1 frag, he just gets immediately flashbanged, so Angel looking for some flanks, but he cannot find anyone in that bomb site B. Everyone already rotates towards A, and Mao will get caught off guard right after planting the bomb. And Kucher also falls to Crispy. Actually, I was expecting Crystal to get that frag. It is Crispy. Anyway, doesn't matter. The bomb will get defused even if Angel finds 1 or 2 or 3. Well, okay, not 3. 1 or 2 frags. He gets only 1, then Crystal finishes him off. And that's 8-3 in favor of the German lineup. And Hellraisers, they looked so good versus Titan. But now, Penta is just smashing them.
Yeah, they really are. And Tabson, look at him. 17 frags already, so he's definitely putting in work here. Doing his part to make sure that Penta come out of this first half with a good result.
Okay, Dosha to try and peek out from Squeak. Let's see if he can get some frag from that spot. Once again, Hellraiser's going for the bomb site A. And there's Stavros waiting for Doshi. He's actually going to get this frag without any struggles. Oh, now falls down to 8 points of health. And Hellraiser's trying to spray him down through the walls. But after all, he manages to survive. And a clean man advantage for Penta.
And I'm actually surprised with how little of luck Hellraisers have had actually going towards, well, either of the sites so far, that they haven't focused more on getting mid control, because that seems to be the one point that Penta doesn't really care too heavily about. They normally have just one guy to spot things out, and right now Penta just
picking people off as they enter the site.
Yeah, finally, Hellraiser's finding an answer crystal. After some struggles from Angel goes down finally, Strux to come in with a retake. Kucha was not facing the right way. And now Angel is the last man standing, does have the bomb in his hands, but what about it? When he's in a 1-on-2 and has not yet planted it.
Yeah, and you can look at the money on Penta's side as well. Struxy, after buying, nearly at 10k, same thing with Crystal. They're just in a fantastic spot right now.
Okay, so it's getting tight for Hellraisers now. They have to step it up, pick it up right here, right now in this round. If not, Penta just building up a solid advantage. Going into the T side, Kucha throws a nade at his own face. So that definitely is not a thing he wanted to accomplish. Stavros yet again with an entry and Dosha in that squeak. Angel trying to crush the smoke. That's an advantage for Hellraisers that they can find. That's the only thing that they've been able to accomplish in this round this far. There's 3 people stacked on B, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, looking great for Penta. Just waiting for Kucha and Mo to walk right into their embrace.
I'm still liking the fact that Hellraisers decided to try to take control over middle. I think that's definitely the right way to go about it. So, even though it didn't work this time around, I'd still like to see them continue to try to get control over mid.
Yeah, there we go. Mao was holding an angle, but he wasn't really able to pull the trigger at the right moment. Crispy still dealt a lot of damage to him. What? Crystal pulls the trigger through the box, like through the middle of it. It was not like through the corner or anything like that. He had no clear vision on his enemy, still managed to kill him. That's a vac play.
That was definitely a nice play, and well, Penta at 10 rounds already, so they're very happy about how this first half has played out so far. And Hellraiser's in that awkward force bias position. If they lose this one, it's probably 2 rounds in the favor of Penta.
Okay, so 10-3 and Penta, as I said, building up now a solid advantage. That 9-6 is already gone for Hellraisers. Now they're trying to pull it back to the best possible outcome. And there we go. The bomb still not really going anywhere. Dosha once again in squeak. Usually got punished by Stavros while going in there. This time manages to survive for a little bit longer, and Stavros is cut off by the smokes and everything. So Hellraisers now get a shot at taking that site finally. Stavros is gonna get sprayed down by Angel, but Dabson drops the bomb. However, does not manage to run away. Dosha with a spray through the smoke. He'll pick up the bomb and plant it, so Hellraisers looks like they finally will be able to find a round. But Crispy with an answer. Still, it is quite close. Only 1-man advantage for Hellraisers, but the time is running out for Penta. And that's the vital thing. They both have the fuse kits, but they have to find 3 people at 3 different spots and then defuse it. So it's 10-4. Hellraisers finally with a rounds. They need another one though, if they want to make it work on the CT side.
Yeah, and that was actually their first buy round, like their first actual weapon round that they've won in this first half. So definitely, timely point in the game to actually pick up that round. But yeah, as you said, I think they need at least 1 more if they want to battle this out on the CT side as well.
Yeah, that's true. They won the pistol round and then the anti-eco, so that's it. Now they finally won a gun round, as you pointed out, Mao, with an entry frag and crystal. And yet again, they just choose to go for that bomb site. But Dabson, what a punisher on Dosha. Stavros with 2 more frags, and Dosha, he once succeeded throughout this whole map in going for squeak. And finally it worked out for him, so then Penta just completely shot him down before he even managed to spot them. The bombs
right now.
Again going for main.
Yeah, and they're splitting up as well, which I don't really like. They're not giving themselves a really good shot at getting much done, and there Kucher goes down. Yeah, no possibility for a trade, and Adren's left all alone. Easy round for Penta, and really well played in that you know, again, highlighting the fact that they really play as a team on this match. You can see it just, even if it's the start of the round or mid-round, you had the aggressive push from Stavros coming through on a pop flash from one of his teammates, picking up 2 frags inside aid main. And it just makes their job so much easier, and you know, it's resulted in 11 rounds without winning the pistol, and that's very impressive from Penta.
Alright, so the pistol is very important. Penta boosting themselves up in the middle, jumping on top of that red box. What a headshot to open it up. Maud is down to 18 points of health, Dosha down to 33, and that's a great opener for that pistol round number 2.
And already Penta have taken more mid control than what Hellraisers did in the entire first half.
Yeah.
And look at how much space they have to work with now.
Stavros smartly does not peek too far. He would get into a crossfire and just lose his life. Oh man, that bomb site got taken so quickly. Only one man was inside there. Mao also drops right after, but Dosha with a retake attempt manages to get 1 frag. Adren also helps, and it's down to a 3-on-3, so still not looking so good for Penta, but they got the bomb plant and they have the better positions.
Yeah, they have superior afterplant positions, and with only 1 defuse kit on Doja, this is going to be a really tough retake. All nades are used on the CT side, and Crystal just decides to charge through as well.
Yeah, deals quite some damage to the enemies. Dosha takes the defuse, but it will not be successful. He will drop to Strux. Strux with a double to close it out. The bomb got planted. They got all the frags, so the most possible money goes the way of Penta.
Yeah, and Penta winning the pistol should be able to pick up the 2 next rounds, unless we're going to see some weird force spy in the second round coming out from Hellraisers. But no, they're going to opt to do the force spy here. And well, if Penta pick this up, they should be on a pretty good route to getting map point pretty soon. They should be looking at 14-4 here in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, definitely. Should be. But the keyword is should. Hellraisers can still bring it back.
Nice run boost from Hellraisers. The Kucher's up and up by the boxes there boosted. He can do a lot of damage, but this is something Penta should know about. This is kind of their thing.
Yeah, they lose 1 man, and Angel actually with a deagle also finds a headshot. There's a lot of mollies flying out from Penta, but they don't do any damage at all, and Hellraisers looking for that round win. Penta bring it back to a 2-on-2, but now Crystal, the last man standing. He's alone, 1v2, has the bomb in his hands though, but goes for the peek. That's not the right choice, down to 18 points of health, and actually manages to drop Dosha before going down, but still Mao is the guy that wins the round for Hellraisers. So yeah, once again, should is the key word, because it can go other way.
What the hell was that shot from Crystal onto Doja?
That was incredible.
You can tell Doja in chat not really amused by it. Oh man, that was a crazy shot from Crystal, but yeah, it doesn't really hold up, and that boost from Hellraisers onto for Kucher onto the box just creates enough havoc for them. He picks up 1 frag, buys a ton of space and time for the rest of his teammates to contribute as well, and it's pretty much the deciding factor of the round. So really well done. And now it's Penta back to ecoing, and again, Crystal, not having decided to buy up in the previous round because he wants that up, it kind of burns Penta over and over again. So at some point, I think you just have to cut your losses and say that, sure, I'm not going to have the op until the 4th round. But I don't think that's a big loss, really, if you're Penta.
Yeah, definitely. You have so many rounds to work with, so you don't really have to force it up so much. But instead, they gave a round back to Hellraisers, and Hellraisers to rack up some good economy with the MP9 and UMP, and they'll be looking for more, as now is a pure eco coming out from Penta.
So very similar from Penta as to what we saw in the first map, in terms of how they buy up and what they want to do. So they definitely want that up on Crystal. It's going to be hard to get, though, the first time around, so I think they just actually have to be, unless they want a double eco, they have to be okay with having him on a rifle.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of hoping for a double eco from Penta in this situation, because they have so many rounds to play with.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they decide to go for that. Top fragger for Hellraisers at the moment is Mao with 18. On the other hand, Tabson with 23. And he's out-fragging the rest of the team by far. 9 more than Strux, who's the second guy. Crystal actually has 16, but is on the 3rd place. Still looking very good statistically for Penta, but Hellraiser's not so far away. Only 6 rounds discrepancy. Can easily bring it back, especially if Penta go for that double eco. They have a lot of space to work with indeed, but not unlimited amount of space. And they'll just get mowed down by Hellraisers in this round to, let's see, yeah, to buy up in round number 20.
Yeah, so they're gonna opt to go without Crystal on the op here. And not that really that many nades as well, but they do have enough nades to set up for, you know, the classic A play, or, you know, enough smokes to set up for mid control as well. Hellraisers on their end actually setting up for pretty heavy mid control as well, but they're actually backing off the second Penta runs out. And that punishes them severely. 2 men down already.
Yeah, already, and Penta will be looking for more. There's one more guy on highway. He might be their next easy victim. Now falls back. It was Adren. Now falls back towards the car area. Once again goes for the middle, it seems, from the Z. But there's no one there from Penta anymore. So it is quite safe to at least gain a little bit of info for the team. Still a 5-on-3 in favor of Mouse. I'm sorry, Penta. Wow, once again. Oh, Adren with a huge play to even the things out. And Hellraisers bring it back.
Yeah, they do. Impressive stuff by Adrian right there. But they still give up mid control, so a lot of room for Penta to work around with here, and all with them having no vision of what's going on in mid, Penta can still catch Hellraisers off guard here.
Let's see, Penta massively slowing it down. Oh, but they find a frag and a trend. And Dosha was in a great spot that no one would have really expected him to be in. But they were coming in from the middle, not from anywhere else. And that killed him immediately. Kucha now the last man standing in a 1v3. So Penta was getting worried that they slowed it down so massively. And that might have cost them the round. But they come in with 2 impressive frags. And now Kucha, as I already pointed out, in a 1v3, not looking too good, especially as Crystal is right around the corner. And he is there to find the headshot. So 13-7, 3 more rounds for Penta to take a 2-0 off of Hellraisers.
Yeah, and this is the do or die round really for Hellraisers. They're putting all they have into it. You know, pretty much everyone except for Adrian has no money to work with in the upcoming rounds if they lose. But then again, Penta not in the greatest of states in terms of their own money. They might actually be forced to eco if they don't get a bomb plant down in this round.
Yeah. That Tech 9 definitely doesn't look too good. But they were able to successfully find a lot of entries throughout the whole match, so Tapson might easily just pick up a weapon if his teammates help him a little bit. Oh, what a molly. Angel, he either goes down to the flames or actually gets a great flashbang from Dosha, manages to survive with only 9 points of health, but still doesn't give a clear advantage for Penta. Doesn't give them that weapon that they're looking for.
They don't, and Angel down to 9 HP. Makes the defense so much harder, and again, like, Penta is able to get mid control so many times. Mo's gonna shut down Tabson though, peeking out too far and getting caught up by Mo from quad boxes.
Dosha goes for a smart play right there. They forced one guy out from there with a molly, so they weren't expecting another one to be in there. And still, Penta get themselves into a one-man advantage, and Kusha falls. Cold-blooded play from Crystal right here. Does not hesitate for a second. Just slows it down, waits for the recoil to go away, and finds the frag. Now Mao once again with the frag. That's 2 going his way in this round, but there's no chance for him to win it.
Yeah, and Penta knowing what kind of situation... Well, actually, this is surprising for Struxy and Stavros to see them actually backing off they should know what kind of a money situation Hellraisers find themselves in, and they should just be gunning for Mao regardless. Because if they can get the op out of his hands, then that's a massive win for them. If they lose to 2 AKs, it doesn't really hurt them all that much, because they can still buy up in the next round. They're sitting on, 5.5k both of them. So it's a bit of a weird decision, honestly, but just wanting to play it safe, I guess. That's probably the only reason for doing that, but I think they still would have been way better off by just hunting down Mo and seeing if they can find that frag. But yeah, now Hellraiser's in that awkward situation where they have to eco because they want to go for the win eventually, so they're aiming for overtime here.
Yeah, let's see what Mao will be able to put up with that AWP and the Kevlar he saved up, because that's the only thing that they have at the moment. Angel actually finds the frag on Stavros. Now Kucha pushes through the flames. Oh my. Without a Kevlar, it takes so much health off him. Oh, and Tabson goes for a reload at the wrong moment. Still manages to survive. Kucha jumps up so he misses all the shots and leaves him on 5 points of health. It is a 3-on-2 in favor of Penta, but Hellraisers definitely making the Germans sweaty here. Tabson still alive. Well, Strux will kill him with that nade. Well, I think he wasn't expecting him to get that frag as he only had 5 points of health. But after all, Tabson managed and Strux with a team kill, but it doesn't matter after all, since he's there to close the round out. 15-7 in favor of Penta.
That looked so weird, because that nade was thrown up before Strux actually, no, before Tabson ran in there. So Tabson definitely would have seen that nade coming and then actually just ran into it and died horribly, but in the end still gets Penta to map points, and well, map and match point. And well, Angel already tagged down to 16 HP.
Extremely unlucky for Hellraisers right here, but Dosha with a great spray down. However, there's no one else in that bomb side B to defend it. And, well, one of them tries to push through the vents, but gets a pop flash, and Penta heard it. So they knew that there was one guy in there. Adren falls. And now the only guy to try and defend that side from the inside. He manages to get one frag. Now Crystal is the last man standing for Penta, and Kucha trying to come in from behind. That flank might give the round win for Hellraisers, and it will.
Surprising twist of events there. Penta not expecting Hellraisers to rotate with 2 people through vents there. And Mao getting that frag from higher just denies Penta of actually getting into an afterplan position, because if Penta gets down the bomb, they can play with the time from there on and out, and it's becomes so much harder for Hellraisers to actually get onto the bomb site. So good job from Hellraisers, and whoops, seems like we skipped a bit forward in time, and now Crisp is all of a sudden dead to Angel.
Yeah, that's an entry for Hellraisers, but anyway, they are expecting to win this round, going up against an eco. Only 2 Kevlars in the lineup of Penta Sports, and there we go. Dosha looking for some more frags. Is he gonna cross the smoke? He's gonna dodge the flashbang at least, so it doesn't go down to anyone. Tabson picks up an M4. That might be dangerous. Stavros with a headshot on Mao. Can they really win this round? Not Dosha with a punish. He's gonna look for more. Crystal, can he get something? Yeah, he is standing right around the corner, so he'll not get caught off guard at least. But the molly is there to force him away. 14 points of health left. Kucha, 80. But other than that, Hellraiser's looking very, very healthy. Stavros though with a frag, and Doshu didn't get to see it, but the bomb side B is already being taken. Adren in heaven, but he's waiting for his teammate to join him. Oh, actually, he now peeks. That's the worst moment. He didn't peek when they were entering the site, so it seemed like he was waiting for his teammate, but after all, he peeked when there was no one to support him. The bomb is already planted. Kucha and a 101. Stavros down to 77 points of health. Kucha down to 53, and he's going for the challenge, but there's Stavros with a backstab. He hits him in the head. That's the round going the way of Penta, and that's the match going the way of Penta. 2-0, actually. Wow, who would have expected that after the best of 2 series versus Titan?
Just very impressive play from Penta, and I said I assumed that, or it felt like Cash was a better map for them than Dust 2, so they definitely showed that. I mean, very impressive play play from the German side. Actually, on both maps, really. I didn't expect them to pick up those two, but just to put up a good fight. But they did so, and on Cash, I think there was never any real doubt whether or not they would beat Hellraisers once they got going, because that CT side was just dominant.
Yeah, so today there was supposed to be another match at 5 PM. It was Team Kingwin versus Flipside, so as you can see on your screens right now, this match will be played tomorrow at 6 PM. Then next up will be Titan versus Mouse Sports. And we are sorry for the mistake that was on your screens. Penta was listed as Mouse Sports. We had to change the servers mid-game because Hellraisers were having some problems, so a mistake sneaked in. So I hope you will excuse us for that. And yeah, Penta after all 2-0 up against Hellraisers. And in the standings, I don't know if it's updated yet. Yes, it is. So as you can see, Penta tied up with Hellraisers for that 3rd place spot. Now Mouse Sports versus Titan, that will decide a lot. If those teams tie up, Penta and Hellraisers walk into the playoffs. If one of the two teams, Mouse Sports or Titan, win the best of 2, with a 2-0 scoreline in a 2-0 fashion, well, Penta or Hellraisers will have to fall out. And I think it will be Hellraisers, because after all, Penta won against Hellraisers today. So, yeah, that will be about it from us. I hope you enjoyed the match. I hope you enjoyed the commentary provided by me, Nero, Integrate, and Vendetta. And I hope that you will tune in to CounterPit tomorrow at 6 PM, guys. Now, have a good night. I think there's some more matches going on at the moment, so we can tune into them now. And thanks a lot for sticking with us. You can check us out on Facebook. It's /CounterPit. And for me, for the casters, and it is facebook.com/NeroIntegrate. And on Twitter, once again, at CounterPit, at Vendetta CSGO, and at NeroIntegrate. I'll send the links in the chat so you don't get lost. Once again, thanks a lot for watching. Have a good evening.